All right. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Toon Squad!
Okay, that's enough, because I think there's copyright issues there.
Jesus, guys.
I think you go for 30
Anyways.
seconds.
Oh, well, let's keep going.
And welcome to the 4th episode of Setbacks and a Shot of Tequila.
See?
I almost said it wrong that time.
We have an ongoing thing where the first time I ever said it, I messed it up.
Yeah, apparently we're the Shotbacks and a set of tequila.
Yeah, that's our alter ego.
I'm Luke. I'm here with Kenny and our special guest. Introduce yourself.
I'm Brant. I had nothing better to do on my Saturday night, so I'm sitting here with these two.
Yeah, exactly.
right.
There's really
Sounds
not
good.
much more you need to know about them.
There's not much I got to do on a Saturday night either. So,
This is, kind of sad. On a long weekend, nonetheless.
Yeah, goddamn.
All right, so yeah, guys, we'll get right into this. Again, Brent was kind of wondering when we have to do the shot, so we're going to coach him the process of doing this.
I know how to take a shot.
Are you sure?
These aren't shots.
Yeah,
I just want to say, you poured a lot.
This is our long weekend celebration
This
shot.
is more like a glass of wine, except with tequila.
It's like just the top of martini glasses. What it is.
Yeah, well, whatever. You know what?
This is gonna be hell, dude.
We're living
This is
hard.
at least 2 shots.
Well, oh well. We have chasers.
There's a worm in mine.
Where the hell did that come from?
Oh, that would be a segue into something else, but we'll get to there later.
I've got my chaser ready.
Okay. Well, yeah, let's just jump right into this without further ado.
Apologies if I throw up.
Just
That'd be a new record. It's
Just the smell.
all right.
I haven't showered in a while.
Okay. So I got my chaser right now. I'll be fine. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna hold on to it.
I'm going
This-
one after the other.
This podcast, we're gonna do a toast, and this week's toast is gonna be to everything Charlie Sheen has ever said. Cheers.
Cheers. There's the wheezy.
That was more than a mouthful.
Yeah.
I still have a little bit.
That's what she said.
Ugh.
Huh.
That was my reaction to your joke.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh, the chaser's really strong too.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, we'll get right into that.
I don't know who the hell
Holy
made these
shit.
drinks.
This week, in celebration of Brant, because really the only thing he's known for is what he drinks. So tonight we'll be dabbling in a little spice rum and coke with a touch of water.
No, I didn't press yours.
Oh,
I find most people don't like theirs pressed. And they
pressed means when you add water to
and they
it.
always make fun of me for pressing my drinks because they say I'm a pansy for it. But
Makes you sophisticated.
Booze is
Yeah.
booze, man.
Sophisticated pansy.
People make fun of girly drinks. I don't get it.
I don't know. They're good. I mean,
Yeah.
they usually turn your tongue different colors, but oh well.
If it's good and it gets you drunk, why are you hating on it?
It gives you really bad headaches. I was drinking a girly drink last night. I think it counts. It was double vodka with cranberry and a splash of orange juice. And just saying a splash of orange juice instantly makes it girly.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny when I went to order those drinks. So I went up to the bartender, Dina, and I'm like, Dina, I need 2 double spice rum and cokes and a vodka cran with orange juice. She's like, is the vodka cran for Kenny? I'm like, yeah. She's like, figured so.
Yeah, that's small town bars for you.
Yeah.
So anyways, well, we'll just get in. I seem to have most of the discussion topics today because, well, I know Brant more, and I have to be very specific because he really doesn't know a lot.
No.
We're gonna get
That's
in.
what you get when you recruit your guests from small towns.
He's from Calgary, actually.
Well,
Well, anyways,
originally, yeah.
we're gonna start with this again because it's kind of been a theme lately, but it's kind of dying out. We're gonna just get to it because we've actually done it. The ice bucket challenge. We're gonna keep this one short because I'm tired of talking about this stupid
Yeah.
thing now.
Fuck.
It's not stupid, but all 3 of us have now actually done the ice bucket challenge. I was like a week and a half late for mine, but
Yeah, same here. I was about a week.
yeah, and you actually nominated me, and I was nominated by another person. But explain quickly, sum up how your experience with it. When did you do yours? Because
I did mine at like 9:30 at night.
and where did you do it? 'Cause there was like traffic, like heavy traffic right
Yeah, I know.
behind you. Were you standing?
So I'm in the middle of number 2 highway right now.
Yeah, I was in my backyard, and I live right by.
My name is Luke, and this is Jackass.
Yeah, I live like right on the. I live right on like I wouldn't say a major intersection, but like it's a city intersection. Like I
Yeah.
live like right beside the road. So yeah, it was fucking 9 o'clock at night, and there's always one asshole that drives right by my house every single goddamn night. Like I keep my window open because it's fucking hot as hell in my house. So I keep my window open, and every night at like the same time.
Who's Helen? Sorry,
What?
you said hot as Helen.
But
Yeah,
she's
sure.
She's good looking.
Sorry, continue. I couldn't
Helen's pretty
resist.
Goddamn. One asshole. I don't know what he drives, but like I want to camp out outside my house with like a fucking air rifle or something. Always roars by and like it sound like
In
my
a truck,
whole-
right?
What?
Like,
I can't tell. That's the thing because I never see him go by. I always hear him.
because every time I've ever like Skyped with you, or if we're like playing Minecraft or something,
That's probably the same
I
asshole.
always hear that same at least once every time I'm Skyping with you.
It's either a truck or like a muscle car.
Yeah.
And it's super fucking loud and shakes my whole goddamn house. And every single time it scares me awake. Like it goes by and I'm like, Jesus Christ, what the hell? He gives me
Armageddon!
flashbacks. Yeah.
Get down.
Yeah, I start having like trench flashbacks, man.
Yeah. So that's good.
But anyways,
you're-
yeah, fucking, it was like at 9 o'clock at night because I didn't get really home until then because I went out at 8 and then like, yeah, fucking after getting the ice, I wasn't home until like 9 o'clock.
so late.
Yeah.
Really.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't want to like one up you or anything, but Brandon and I actually both did ours at the same time. We did it last night walking home from the bar. We got home, it was about 2:30.
Well, I did mine on a weekday, so.
Well, whatever. It doesn't make a difference. We got back and we went to the Esso or whatever, bought the ice, and I actually took out, as you notice in the studio right now, we're missing some lights. It's because I actually took them and we got some lighting set up, grabbed the tripod, grabbed everything, and we recorded them. And people are pussies. I'm sorry, like, but it honestly wasn't that bad.
I think it's because we had the alcohol in us from all night.
Yeah, we had a lot of
tonight.
alcohol in us too.
And we
But
walked across town, so we were probably the blood was flowing. We were warm.
okay, that's I guess it was pretty nerve wracking.
Yeah.
Like staring in that black dark bucket. I
Yeah,
felt
dude.
like Carrie, like just.
And actually, I forgot to tell you, Kenny, yours wasn't as cold because I peed in your bucket before I gave it to
You
you.
didn't actually, did you? No, you didn't. Okay,
Maybe.
good.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I can't remember. I was
You
drunk.
honestly, my heart just stopped for a second. I haven't showered since then. It doesn't smell like. No, I don't.
That's not Old Spice.
You scared the shit out of me right there. That would have been really good, actually. That would have been. I don't know if I would have been pissed or laughing right now.
I would have been pissed, literally.
All over the bucket.
Oh.
Yeah, so yeah, we did it. It's done. I think it's starting to wrap up. As also one thing I want to note, I made the prediction last podcast. Keep in mind, this was almost a week and a half ago now.
Yeah.
Since we recorded the last podcast. I made the guess that it would move from all the celebrities into your Facebook friends. And what happened, I swear, the next day.
Yep.
I don't know
News-
what happened.
Shut up. The news feed was filled with
yeah.
ice bucket challenges from
terrible.
all your Facebook friends. I think I had to like tell like so many people that I'll be like, yeah, so I totally predicted this, by the way. Like, listen to our podcast. I'm like totally psychic and whatnot. But no,
All right.
calm down. Anyways, yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Let's move on because I'm tired of talking about it.
I'll say something.
Okay,
It's
let's
that,
just
like,
keep talking about it
me,
then.
like the setup you did, I took like half hour to try and set it up.
Set up what?
Like the ice bucket challenge
lighting?
in my backyard. Yeah, like I had those like shitty little like trailer lights. Those like ones that like stick on a wall and like it's a push button thing. I had those attached to my fucking
People
back-
driving by, there's like 90 of these push lights all over this house.
Yeah,
Is that a UFO?
Yeah, I had a bunch of them stuck to my back patio door with duct tape.
Nice. You didn't use the headlights from the cars on the street?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, there's something coming. Hurry up. We're doing it now.
Yeah. Damn, I missed it. Actually, I have to admit, for like being the drunken state, we had pretty good lighting. Have you watched the video? At least mine?
Yeah, that was way better lighting than mine.
I know, and I was drunk, so what's that say about me? I'm better than you.
Yeah.
Kidding. Yeah, we ended up, after we came inside and stuff, we ended up just sitting around, and I ended up just posting them in, I say editing. I put them in an editing software and then like exported that file.
Yeah, I think this was the first video I've made that like wasn't just like a cell phone upload that I didn't have to edit at all.
Actually, Brandon and I were talking about dreams earlier. We'll get into yours later because it more fits with what we're going to talk about. But I just remembered a dream I had last night, and it was after doing the ice bucket challenge. Like I was looking at the footage.
So it was a wet dream. Is that what you're saying?
Really went there. And I was looking at the footage, and I was like, "Hey, I don't need whatever. I don't need to edit any of this." So I post it, and then I realized for some reason I got changed in front, like while the camera was rolling, and I was naked. I didn't have any pants on, and my Free Willy was just hanging there.
Jesus.
And like I was like, I uploaded this to Facebook. Like holy crap! I was like, why was I naked? Like why was I recording that? And I just had like a minor heart attack, and that's the only dream I remember from last night. So
Jesus.
Okay, let's move on. Ice bucket challenge. Let's put that in the vault of things we don't need to talk about anymore because I'm kind of bored of it. Now the thing we're going to talk about, I'm sure for the next 3 podcasts, is we all heard of this game now. I've
It's
enlightened
fucking
brand.
everywhere right now.
Yeah, it came out a week ago, like August 29th. No,
Yeah, like a week or week
that
and
was
a half
yesterday.
ago. Yeah.
19th, August 19th.
Yeah, like a week and a half ago.
And I'm sure everyone listening, most people, it depends. I don't know who listens to this. You've heard of it. It's called Five Nights at Freddy's, and we'll break down the premise for you.
Yeah, because I'd never heard about it before you told me. So.
Yeah, and honestly, when I've explained to so many people, and they're like, "Oh, that's interesting," but well, a few of them are like, "Ooh, that's spooky." Usually, that's moms that say
Too
that.
spooky.
Shelly.
She watched me play it for a bit. Essentially, the breakdown of the game is you're a security guard who works at this place called Freddy's, and it's pizzeria. It's kind of like a Chuck E. Cheese.
It's like Chuck E. It's like, yeah, it's supposed to be Chuck E. Cheese.
You know, and it's got animated. That's picking up on the microphone. Animatronic mascots.
Yeah.
And for the kids and stuff. And what it is you're a security guard that has to work 5 nights. The premise of the game is 5 nights you have to get through, and the shift is from midnight to 6 o'clock. And you no controls. You just sit in the office and you just watch the hours click. And it sounds like a terribly boring game, but the gimmick to it is that you have the access to this little security, like it's tablet that has like all these security cameras for all the different places, and they're kind of mapped out, so it shows you where and like how close they are to you, the rooms. And there's 4 animatronic characters that like to come to life at night, and
What is there? A bunny, a chicken, a dog, and
a
There's a
bunny,
dog?
chicken, a fox, and a bear. And the bear is Freddy's a bear.
okay.
Freddy
and
Fazbear.
He owns the place.
Yeah, it's his establishment. He got it from his parents, I think.
Yes, I believe so.
But they're pretty much out to kill you, and that's the premise of it. And it kind of takes that childhood creepiness of like dolls and puppets and kind of stuff like that, and just throws in this game where honestly you have such a feeling of helplessness when you play it. Like Luke, you have not played it yet, right?
I haven't played it yet, but I've watched the shit out of Let's Players, and like from what I've seen and what all the Let's Players have seen, because I watched a couple who like they play that, like scary games is what they do.
Yeah.
Like some of them, like I've never seen them react this way to a game.
And you know what?
before.
Honestly, the characters in it aren't that scary. The chicken kind of weird, and like the premise of it is weird. It's a feeling of having no control. That's the creepiest part.
It's jump scares fixed with like it
Sense
hits
of
every
helplessness.
little bit of your paranoia.
Exactly. And it's you track these and they'll move and they come closer to you pretty much, and you have to, and the only control you have is there's 2 doors on either side. You can put the door down for a short amount of time because it wastes the battery. Because
Tell them that you only have a certain amount of power to use for your whole.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
you're running off a generator for some reason.
yeah, and that
because
includes
they didn't
running
pay their
your
electricity bill. I'm like, okay, we have one tank of fuel for the night, and
yeah.
that's all
And
we can
Freddy's
use.
a cheap asshole. Like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, it's a set amount of power, and pretty much everything you do takes power. You
Mhm.
can't there's 2 doors. Closing the doors keeps power. It's like an electromagnetic lock or something, I guess,
Yeah.
is like the reasoning for it.
even if the
there's-
door down wastes power, which
Yeah,
doesn't make sense.
keeping the door down, like closed, wastes power.
Gravity, guys, gravity.
Yeah.
Lights
there's
take power.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
lights you can flicker at each door. That takes a little bit of power, and then
And the thing that gets me is there's a fan running constantly.
the whole time.
That's why the power drains even you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
It's that stupid fan.
wow.
Yeah,
It is
if-
so.
Yeah,
wrong
if you
of
like even when
It
you're not
must be,
doing
but-
anything, there's like still like 1 point of power usage. There's like 4 or 5 levels of power usage depending on how many things.
Well,
you're
yeah, when
using
you look at
once.
the cameras, do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
looking at the
Use
camera
power.
uses power.
But honestly, yeah. So that's a very simple, very creative game, and it preys on your sense of helplessness and paranoia, like you said, where you have to always know where things are, and if you lose track of something, you'll put down your little security camera thing, and they'll be staring right at you.
Yeah,
And honestly, like I said, the game itself is not giving me any nightmares or anything. It's a sense of helplessness that gets to you, and I think it's so cool and kind of a different take on horror. I don't really play horror games. I've never really. I just download Steam just to get this game.
Yeah, the last horror game I played was Amnesia: The Dark Descent, which was another one.
I've watched a lot of Let's
Yeah,
Plays
when
on
it
that.
came out, that got like Let's Played to hell.
Yeah.
But
So we all like took a drink at the same time, so no one talked.
I felt I had to break the silence.
Yeah. I was just gonna let the ice
I
jingle.
just saw both of you like pick up your glass and like I gotta say
no,
something.
no. But anyway, so I downloaded a few days ago. I got Lisa, which if you listen to the podcast, you know Lisa. She was on an episode earlier.
I saw you post a picture of her playing. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good.
It was hilarious. Like we both like screamed. Well, actually,
I was hoping you were recording that.
I thought about it, but honestly, it was such a headache to like figure out to set that up.
Yeah,
I was like,
set it up, yeah.
whatever. I might record it. Okay, maybe we'll record because I'm gonna get as soon as this podcast is over. I'm gonna make sure you actually play it, Luke, because it's a different feeling watching it than playing it. But
oh yeah,
I got Brand to play it yesterday for the first time.
See, the thing is, like with all the Let's Plays on it, I feel like I could probably do like really well.
And trust me,
because I know what to do. I just finished watching like Markiplier's Let's Play, and I don't watch Markiplier. Like I'm not really. I don't know. His videos aren't really my thing.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of other Let's Players who like have him in like the group stuff.
like PewDiePie.
No.
PewDiePie.
But like I've seen him in
Idaho.
group stuff with other people, but like his videos aren't really like my kind of style.
Yeah.
But it just showed up on my suggested feed for some reason. I don't know why. I was watching something completely unrelated to video games or Five Nights at Freddy or anything like that. Yes.
You're watching furry porn.
Yes. Absolutely. But yeah, fucking like it just showed up. So I started watching it. I watched like his entire Five Nights at Freddy series. And like by the end, he was doing like the second hidden day, which is
I haven't looked into that yet because I want to get there myself.
Yeah.
But
basically like sort of spoilers, like not really like.
Don't spoil it. Is it the Golden Freddy? Because
no, it's not that kind of spoiler. It's just that like on the like once you beat all of it, you get to do like a custom night, which is like you get to like choose the difficulty level, and the highest difficulty level like for each thing is 20. So there's like a 20, 20, 20, 20 mode where everything's set to the highest difficulty.
Are we allowed to swear?
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say, on the hardest level, I bet you that wolf can run like a motherfucker.
It really can.
Mr. Stereo Girl, he's coming for you.
Swiggity swooty coming for that booty.
Yeah, I looked up a picture of that. Of him running.
It's like him running through the hallways.
Yeah. But honestly, just to let you... Oh, sorry, I'll let you finish your thing.
The creator of the game...
I just got the hand. I got the hand to shut the fuck up. I'm still talking.
The creator of that game has come out and said, like, before anybody beat it, he came out and said, like, that he didn't think it was even physically possible to beat 2020 mode.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody did it. Like, somebody beat it. And so, like, of course, like, Markiplier had to try that. And after...
the chosen one.
Yeah. So then
the legacy told of such hero.
Yeah, so then I watched Markiplier do it, and I think like just from watching those videos, I know the exact optimal way to play this game.
Yeah, you kind of gauge a good way of doing it.
Which I think will kind of ruin like my experience playing the
game.
game.
I don't know. I watched a lot of videos before I played it, but let me let you know. Let me tell you something. Sitting with someone else, watching them play it, like watching a video is one thing because it's inevitable. Sitting with someone else, watching them play it is the most frustrating thing ever because all you do is camera BA, don't go camera, don't do that one, don't check the cove, like no, check your legs.
Even watching Markiplier's one, I had that because like even though he apparently he played this like a shit ton until like he knew everything himself without getting hints from everybody else.
I haven't watched any of his videos, but
me neither. That's the thing. But I guess like there's one thing that I know that I guess he just didn't know, and every time he made the mistake, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
What's that?
If it ever gets to the point where like they're in your room, like you can't press the light or door button on something, what you're supposed to do is stay completely still and don't check your camera.
Yeah, because but if you don't do that, you know what happens. Foxy will catch you.
That's the thing, but you have to try and wait that out as like if it's like the left door, you're good. Just like close that and like I mean if it's the right door that's like you can't close, it's good. Just close the left door and wait, because eventually they'll leave and you can close the door again. But the moment you check your camera, like when you check your camera, the moment you put it down, that's when they'll get you. And he just kept making that mistake. I'm like, what are you doing? Stop it! No, don't do that.
So yeah, I got Brand to play it yesterday, and actually, like, I was I don't know, I downloaded this game for the sole reason to get people to play it, to watch their reaction, and he was pretty like. He's like, this game looks fucking stupid. He's like playing, and the first time the rabbit appears in the doorway and he turns like it was the most subtle, like most like simple. But you could tell he got startled because he kind of like he kind of like as if you like got like shooken or something. But now I want to get into this, Brant. You played it for a bit and stuff, and please tell.
I think I did pretty good at it.
You actually you did pretty well. We started you off on night 2 because I can't get past night 2. But explain, you told me earlier already, explain the dream you had last night about that game, because I thought it was freaking hilarious.
So in my dream, well, as Kenny was saying, he was watching me play it. I was watching him play it in the dream, but we were actually in the room with all the cameras.
Which is like creepy to begin with.
But I wasn't worried at all because I knew they couldn't get me because I wasn't playing. I'm like, whatever, they can kill Kenny, I don't care. And so anyways, so it was the rabbit coming up on the left side. And then all of a sudden, Kenny just walks out the door on the left and just walks down the hallway. I was like, you didn't tell me you could do this. And he goes up to this rabbit and just boots it down on the ground. And it just falls down. And, and I'm like, what? I'm like, why don't you just kick them all over and then beat it? And then next thing you know, you hear this wolf running towards the room. I'm like, Kenny, get back to the room. Hurry up. So we make it back to the room. And like the light turns on in the doorway, and this wolf was standing there with this crazy stupid look in it.
That wolf look.
Yeah, I'm like, Kenny, close the door, and Kenny goes to close the door, and the wolf just puts his hand over the door button, and it gives Kenny this look like, no, you're not closing this, and Kenny's like trying to push it all over, and then the wolf got him, and that was it. Yeah, and I wasn't even upset at all. Jesus. Yeah, well, I guess he sucks at this game.
That was honestly like as soon as he said, I was like, someone needs to animate and make a freaking video of this, like a flash animation. Actually, I watched one today. I showed Brand it. I don't know. I've just been like looking up videos of this stupid game. But the best one, this guy who was like saying the security thing. Of course, the wolf, because I think that's the most famous part. Because that's the creepiest part of the game is when you look in the cove where the wolf hides, and there's no one there, and you go to the hallway and you see him running towards you. Yeah. But it was this video, this is like flash animation. It shows the wolf right now. The guy like panics, he goes to press the door button. He presses all around the button. He starts clicking like everywhere and misses a button. Because I don't like the sense of panic it gives you. But
some of the fan art I've seen for Foxy is hilarious.
Some of the freaking again, we'll dabble in the fan fiction a bit for this, but I don't want to get too into it because that'll take up an hour and a half right there. Some of the videos, like, they come up with like a backstory on why he stays in the cove by himself, and he has self-esteem issues that he doesn't belong with the other animatronic figures, so he hangs out there. And the theory on why he runs, because he's running away from, I don't know, like his parents' murder or something stupid like that. I'm like, who has the time to come up with this fucking shit? It's a horror character.
I'm gonna say guys like you, Kenny.
Yeah, probably. Sorry, fucking come from the guy who had a dream about kicking rabbits over. But I think that's about all I had to say about that game. Yeah, I recommend checking it out. It's $5 on Steam, and now it's actually on the Android. I don't know if it's on the Apple Store yet, but it's on the Android store. Go Android.
It's actually on Android now?
Yeah.
I have
it on my phone. I downloaded my phone. I was playing it today on my phone.
Really?
And the stupid rabbit come up and scared me, and I threw my phone in the air. And your phone vibrates when they like get you too.
So make sure you have a heavy duty case on your phone when you play this game.
But not too heavy duty.
Put on my OtterBox before I start playing.
Speaking of heavy duty case, I'm just gonna showcase.
Jesus Christ!
Is this not the most brick looking phone ever? Like,
it's bigger than like the case I got for my phone.
Yeah, like this brand's phone case is an OtterBox. It honestly, it looks and feels like a brick.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus,
that's where I bought it.
It has like a self-defense mechanism in it, you know. So if someone tries to steal it, you just throw the phone at them, knock them out.
Use that against the. And one more thing talking about this game is honestly, the actual characters, the rabbit and the teddy bear are adorable. Like they look like freaking stuffed animals, which is kind of funny because they're not scary. It's more the element of,
I don't know,
the game provides. But
Chica the duck looks fucking scary as hell.
Duck's, or as PewDiePie calls it, Ulsa the duck.
Yeah, I think it's the extra set of teeth that get me.
The bill with teeth.
And Yeah, because that's two sets of
And
teeth.
the eyes, like the bags under the eyes.
The eyes, and then it's also, apart from Foxy, it's the only one that moves on camera.
Yeah. And the other
But
thing
it does it's like a twitching thing.
The other thing that made me so happy is the first time Brent played it, he got the freaking fox running down the hallway. I hadn't got that yet, and he got that. And the sensor was like, "Oh no! Oh shit! Oh shit!" And
I missed the button.
Yeah, he was like clicking all around the button, and he hit the lights, and the wolf got him, and that was the end. And he got mad and turned the game off.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, yeah, good game. Check it out.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. So this guy who's the security guard must be really hard up for a job and must really need money.
If he's working for $4 an hour.
Yeah.
That's a pay.
That's what they calculated, because it's $20 a week for 6 hours a week, 5 hours.
Oh, poor guy.
So like, even though the first night he didn't know what he was getting into, but he comes back a second night.
He keeps coming
like,
back.
Really? Like he must owe like the mob some money or something, and
yeah, if he wants to do that, like just suck a dick, man.
yeah,
just suck a dick. That's a sequel. 5 Nights at the male bathhouse.
they are making a sequel to 5 Nights at Freddy.
Really?
The one guy who's making it, apparently.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's make it creepier. Let's make the characters creepier, and let's make it more eerie. That's the only thing I can ask for.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not actually sure how you can expand upon that.
Freddy's, I'm sure it's a franchise business.
I guess. But then, like, I don't know how you can make it, like, different. Like, how you can make it different from the second one while still keeping, like, the spirit and the feel.
See, why don't they just do what Call of Duty does and just do the exact same game over and over with a different name?
Yeah, just put out expansion packs.
Yeah.
Five Nights at Freddy 2015 edition. It's like the friggin' truck driving simulator.
I am so hot and sweaty right now. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Is anyone else feeling this? Like, is anyone really hot right now?
No.
I feel like I could slide out of my leather chair from, like, sweat.
Well, if you put some pants on, maybe you wouldn't.
Yeah, Jesus.
It's very awkward doing this when you're naked, Kenny.
Yeah. It's my Ice Bucket Challenge stream all over again. I'm just trying to think. Next thing, I was like,
that's like a dream, like straight out of high school.
It is like, except I'm pretty sure. No, I don't think I've ever. No, never mind.
Sure.
I'm just thinking. I had all these talking points. I'm like, oh fuck, what was I going to talk about? Okay, I might as well get into this now. Hopefully, mommy stopped listening at this point, because this is where it gets really shameful. Actually, no. One more another thing I want to get into before I get to this. I want to save this to the end, because this is like one of those stories that's kind of like, oh my god, why did I do that? But Brant obviously isn't very familiar with YouTube. Luke and I are very familiar, but there's one YouTuber that we've both watched periodically, like for like it had been like 4 years now since we first discovered this person. And I more or less want to gauge your reaction on this, Luke. Have you ever heard of Shoe Nice?
Yes. That's the dude that eats shit, right?
That's the dude that eats shit.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know how we stumbled upon him one night. We were just bored watching YouTube videos. I think the first video we watched was him eating deodorant, or he was chugging booze.
The deodorant was the first one I saw too, where he just ate the stick of deodorant.
Let's have him on the podcast.
I don't know how he's not dead. Like,
hey, Shoe Nice here.
He's like, game face. Do your meth face and your Fat Albert face. Hey guys, today I'm gonna
eat 9 hot dogs and hum Taylor Swift at the same time.
That was actually one of his newer ones. We watched that one today. We dabbled into a little Shoe Nice today. We were pretty bored. But...
My favorite YouTubers are just the ones that are like, what am I watching?
And honestly, I'm gonna ask this question. Do you think it's an act? His character, his story, his like when he builds up, like we watch episode, he's like, hey guys, I finally got a bachelor studio, and it's like this. He's in this dingy bathroom with like stains all over the wall and stuff. He's like, so yeah, you know, like I filed for bankruptcy, and like here I am now, so I got this place. Do you think all that's an act? Do you think this guy? Keep in mind, he has 400. He has 400 and some odd thousand subscribers.
He has T-shirts.
He does have T-shirts
like with his face on them.
Okay, in that case, yeah, it's an act.
You think it's an act?
Yeah.
But that makes me wonder.
At the very least, it's partially an act.
Because how did he start? Did he come up with this persona? Because I
think so.
It probably started with a dare.
Nobody's the same person on camera.
That's true. Well, I know I'm pretty. Put the camera in front of me, I'm still a jackass.
Like I say that everybody kind of puts on at least some level of character on a camera.
Yeah, that is true.
And I think because I think Shoe Nice is one of those where, like, if you go and watch like his first videos, it is a different kind of
But like, on what level is he? Like Miranda Sings faking it?
I don't think quite that level, but I think it's just something that kind of evolved slowly over time.
I think so.
Where like at the beginning it was him, and then as it like started like taking off and kept going, he just kind of started slowly turning into a character.
That lip smack was very clear on the podcast.
I heard it on mine.
Sorry, I didn't think it was that loud.
Anyways, but yeah, the things he does. How is he not dead? Like
that. Yeah, honestly, I don't know.
He had a video. He chugged a 20 proof bottle of moonshine.
That's the one that fucking got me. Holy shit!
And the video. Did you watch the after video? What was it? He was like, no. He was pissed drunk. He was doing impressions. What was it again?
It was Marge Simpson cheating on Hank from Breaking Bad with Sylvester Stallone.
He was doing the voice. I was just like, I feel dirty watching his videos. I'm just like the very first comment we read on the first video we watched is like, oh, I got to the weird part of YouTube again.
Yeah.
And this was back when YouTube wasn't really like, it was kind of more or less you went on YouTube and clicked related video. That's what you did on YouTube.
Yeah. That's how you got to the weird part of it.
But
that's how you found fucking
Shoe Nice.
Yeah. Fuck.
But today I watched one which I actually started almost threw up in my mouth. It was him doing the chubby bunny with earthworms.
Oh.
I think what do you do? 36 earthworms?
Yeah, it was like chubby bunny.
Well, he had 2 worms and he was like, oh.
Well, because you don't want to close your mouth.
Yeah, you don't want to fucking
But I actually had to click off the video. I'm pretty sure at the point where I clicked off, a worm was starting to come up through his nose because he kept pointing to his pointing to his nose.
Oh, dude.
And every time he tip his head back and put a worm out, I was like, those things will crawl. I wonder how many he swallowed. Did he just poop out live earthworms?
It's almost like they'd hurt.
Yeah, it'd be slippery and smooth.
Thank you for that. Apologies to our listeners. Jesus.
Carrying on.
Yeah, just.
Would you say Shoe Nice is the weirdest YouTuber you've watched?
Yes.
For me, I don't know. I like weird YouTubers. They're just hilarious to watch.
They're a novelty for me.
Yeah, I've got 3 kind of novelty YouTube channels that I like watching. First one, of course, is How to Basic.
Yeah.
Are you aware of How to Basic?
No, never.
I probably should have it before.
Well, it's this thing that started out making fun of there's a bunch of channels that
I watched his earliest videos and it's how the basic is how to open a jar and it's a 6-second video and opening the jar and the video ends.
His first video was how to open a Coke can.
Yeah.
And it's just him just
End of video.
End of video.
And it evolved into this thing where it's kind of extravagant, ridiculous.
It's Dadaism at its fucking finest. It is the most bizarre shit you can think of.
So many eggs. That's his gimmick. That's
I
don't know what video it started.
I think it was how to make a cake or something.
Yeah, because he cracks egg and he threw the egg and the eggshell into the pan.
Yeah,
he kept doing that.
Yeah, it was he was making an egg and brought out the egg and then instead of cracking the egg.
He'll do a soft tap and they'll go smash and throw it in the pan.
Yeah, and I guess he's Australian and he works at a supermarket, so he can get all of this food.
That's his backstory?
Yeah, he can get all of this food, all the food that they're gonna throw away, he just takes home.
Oh, okay.
And uses it in his videos. Because it evolves slowly from just a joke of him smashing an egg. Yeah. And the next video is him completely unrelated to food or anything.
It's how to do
just
makeup.
As a throwaway joke, he smashes another egg.
It's how I watched one. It was how to do makeup, and you're took this mannequin's head, put it in the toilet, flushed the toilet, grabbed it, threw eggs in it, put it on the grill, barbecued it, threw more eggs on it, threw it in the garbage, and fake pooped on it, and that was the video. I think it's gone a little too far.
Yeah, it's evolved into that. Now he's evolved a personality through it. One thing that It's very obvious now, but it was something that it's something you had to watch the video a couple times. I was wait, did that just happen? He's always naked in the videos.
Is he?
Probably wearing tidy whities or something like that. But it'll always pan down to his legs, and you can see his whole naked legs, him yeah. The joke is supposed to be he's completely naked this entire time. But yeah, he's always naked. There's always something with a chicken. There's always something with an egg. I'm talking a raw chicken. There's always a toilet. He usually pees on stuff. He usually shits out stuff. It's devolved into this weird, just you're watching it, what am I watching?
So how many like views does he have on? Like,
Oh, he's
millions.
He's extremely popular.
He always
Really?
makes a popular page. Every video is like in the popular page.
I love watching his videos just because I'm like the whole time I'm like I can't wait to post this to Facebook, just to get their reactions. Another one's kind of similar to him, like except like not quite as devolved. Is something called Alan Tutorial. It's been inactive for a long time, but it's another one of those things where it's like it's making fun of those like how-to videos, and it's like this really kind of timid guy who doesn't really know what he's doing. I think I showed you these.
I think you've talked about it at least.
Yeah, it's like one of it's like the weirdest random shit too. It's like how to poke a hole in a Coke can, and he's like, it's like this guy like it like shows him kind of like in the middle of it. He's got like a drill and like a Coke can and a bunch of like planks of wood. He's like, okay, so today we're gonna be drilling holes in this Coke can, and so first you need to like put the Coke can on the ground, okay, and like the whole time he's only using one hand because the other hand has to be holding the camera. He's like, okay, so then you take your drill and like you drill, and like he drills it and like the Coke can goes flying. He's like, oh, okay, so you drill, okay, you drill, okay.
Every time you do that, I hear the ice.
So first you need to hold it up against like the wall or something and like just like drill a hole, okay, and now you gotta like take like the slats of wood and like you gotta crush it.
Does he sound like Michael Jackson? Because that's the vibe I'm getting here.
just like a really kind of like a pansy basically. One of my favorite videos that he does,
like Brant when he proofs his drinks. No, presses.
I push my drinks.
I can't remember which video it is, but it just starts out with him hiding, like he's on the floor, and there's like a drill with something on the end of it. I can't remember what it is, but it's like the weirdest thing that should not be on a drill, and the drill's like taped, like
the dildo.
It's what I'm thinking of, but I know it wasn't that, but it like makes me think of that. The drill is taped, but like not like that. Like it taped like sideways, so like it's like making the drill walk along the floor, and like it's like the handle's taped on, so it's just kind of sitting there, and he's like on the floor like scared. It's like I'm gonna show you what but the title of the video is completely unrelated to this. It's like I'm gonna show it like something scary on the floor, and like you gotta get away from it. You just kind of like. Just be on the floor.
I've created a monster.
Like very slowly, just kind of like slide back and just hide under your bed. And, like pull the covers down so it can't see you, and then like put boxes in front of you, and then call 911 and just kind of wait it out. And then like the video ends there.
Every time you talk, it's just making me think of Michael Jackson from South Park. You're ignorant.
Don't be ignorant.
Sorry, I'm gonna get off topic here for a second.
Jefferson.
I keep hearing like faint thuds, and it's freaking me out because we're the only ones in the house right now, and
Freddy.
like someone could be like wandering, like robbing the house right now. They'd be like, "Oh,
It's
they're
just a
recording
couple drunk
podcast. It's fine.
a couple
They're not
drunk
gonna leave."
assholes recording.
I'm just
a
waiting
podcast.
for like someone to like barge through the door. I'm waiting for that little foxy
Yeah, do that fox.
It'll be the motherfucking fox because the other ones don't run through the door. Only the fox runs through the door. Anyways,
Luckily,
yeah,
we
so
can keep the lights on all the time here. And
yeah, that's
keep
true.
our door closed all the time.
Yeah, they can't open doors, right?
Foxy can break down a door though.
Actually,
Yep.
I haven't seen that yet.
God.
When you haven't seen it
Of
yet.
course, I can.
But yeah, because when like you see Foxy running down the halls, when you close the door, he'll like bang on the door.
Oh, really?
Every time he bangs on the door, it drops your power.
Oh. Mm.
Yeah, if your power's low enough, he can break in.
Well, I'm not playing that game again.
Yeah.
Luke, do you have anything to talk about this episode? I feel like I'm just carrying this whole podcast, and you're just like sitting there on your phone. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I'm finding stuff to talk about because I'll be honest, like I've been so distracted this last week. I haven't done like any kind of research or like I had a couple topics that I wanted to talk about before, but I've just completely forgot about what they were.
I'm dreading getting into this topic that I'm gonna inevitably get into.
All right. Well, to start. I've got a couple questions
for me.
No, on the post.
Oh yeah. Oh, we actually have feedback questions.
There's the two that we missed from last week that like they posted after we already finished recording, and then I got one question so far, for this week. So we'll start from the ones we missed last time. One of them, the first one is, why don't more people learn to cook? That's a very good question. One that I ask myself all the goddamn time because I don't know how to cook.
I'm just picturing someone smashing an egg and throwing it on the frying pan.
Yeah.
That's why.
No, maybe cooking's not for me.
Yeah. Wait, you need a frying pan for what? Well, fuck this. I'm done.
I know how to make like French toast and wings.
I can cook, and Brant, you will vouch for me for this. I actually can cook really well. Like, I can make really good food. I just hate taking the time to do it.
That's exactly
That's
it.
the
Like, I can cook pretty well, but like, I don't know.
I'd rather just lay on the couch and just order pizza.
Exactly. I'm a lazy bastard.
Actually, you know, now we're getting, this isn't going to help. I'm so hungry right now. Like,
I think I spend like hundreds of dollars a month just on takeout.
well, that explains.
Yeah,
I'm eyeing him up and down right now.
I'm a fat ass.
And Kenny's not one to talk.
Echoes on the mic.
Yeah, I really hope that picked up well on the mic.
No, I'm kidding.
But
Really?
honestly, yeah, like I do like cooking. I love like home cooked meals, but I'm just a lazy bastard.
I honestly rather just go to a restaurant, like,
Yeah, 'cause then
versus
you
home
gotta,
cooked.
you gotta do dishes after too. It's not just the cooking part.
Yeah,
Then you gotta
like,
clean.
on top of me just
God.
being a lazy bastard bachelor, like I don't know, I work too much and I get home too late. So I'm like, I don't want to put the effort in.
I'm just lazy.
Yeah, I just want to fucking I just want to.
You're gonna say it. I was gonna say.
Yeah. On top of that, yeah, I'm a lazy fucking bastard.
Speaking of ordering food, just last night, I'm still pissed off myself for this. I was quite a few drinks in. We almost finished a
Drunk.
drunk. That's another video. That's the next thing we'll talk about. We have to talk about not you. No, I should the YOLO video.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's anyway. Oh, sorry. I ordered a chicken wrap, and of course, I'm lactose intolerant. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in every podcast. It's like the one thing to learn about me is like that I can't eat dairy and it makes me fart. But
And that's why you don't want to hang out with Kenny because every time, oh, let's go order pizza. Oh, I can't. Oh,
I
let's
make people
go.
I make
can't
people
eat
feel
that.
so terrible. Where like, yeah, last night we had people over. People I don't really know. I've only met like once, and they're like, "Hey, would it be alright if we just order pizza here because we haven't really eaten yet?" I was like, I guess if you have to, you know, I can't eat pizza, right? And they're like, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm like, I'm kidding. They're like, no, I'm sorry. I'm such an asshole to people. But anyway,
See, unless you know you like I do, and then like, you know what? I don't give a fuck what Kenny likes or doesn't like. I want pizza, so I'm gonna fucking order
yeah,
pizza.
you kind of have to just learn to ignore me because
Yeah.
that's kind of the personality.
Order
I have,
the
but
vegan pizza just to be an asshole.
I've made like pizza with like fake cheese. Actually, it's really good.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
But anyways, last night I ordered a chicken wrap. And I got a little bit of ranch because I was like, yeah, I'm gonna live a little on the edge tonight. You know, ranch has very little. It has a bit of buttermilk in it. Actually, not that much. I looked it up.
Well, you must have been wasted to order ranch in your chicken wrap.
Well, I was gonna get
Jeez.
buffalo, and that just gives you the ring of fire anyway. So I was like, well, might as well settle for one of those. But no, so I got a little ranch. I was like so excited. I was waiting for my meal. It gets here. I forgot to ask for no cheese. The one time they freaking load the cheese on, usually they like skimpy and they put like 5 little shreds of cheese. I was like, oh, I'll just pick it up. I opened it up. It's like covered in melted cheese. I was like, so I took half the wrap. I took almost all the chicken because it melted all the chicken. I just ate a little bit that I could, and then I put the rest in a container and like just slid down the table for them. Of course, Lisa like sees them. Whose food is this? I'm eating it.
No name on it. I'm taking it.
I haven't. No, we have burger. But I'm still upset about. I want to redeem myself. Actually, I want to go back to Barley's and like order a chicken wrap and not get cheese on it because I'm so freaking hungry right now.
Well, it's your turn to
I'm
buy.
pretty hungry
so
too. I haven't eaten a goddamn thing all day.
Oh, really?
I've eaten a bag of
Well,
chips.
do you have anywhere to be right after this? We can fuck out with Barley's. It is my turn to buy.
Yeah, sure.
Actually, that's the system, Brandon. I don't know when we implemented it. It's a very good system. If you have like a friend and like
It was when you were broke, the one of many times.
The
You're
one
like-
of many times.
and probably after we were done eating.
I know that well.
I don't have any money.
I've been on both sides.
I'll
of that
buy next time?
many times.
Yeah, and since then we alternate. We have this like cemented plan or what's system, yeah, where we alternate whenever we go and eat. We alternate who buys, and it works out really well. Like he brought lunch today, and now I'll buy dinner tonight. But it's a very good system to implement. Except it kind of gets fishy when the third person comes in. And like, well,
Lisa.
Lisa, Brad, she tried to like work her way in there as a third, but it just doesn't work. Except a few times we were like, Lisa, I think it's your turn to buy. But with third person, see, if it's Brand's turn to buy and there's 3 of us, he'll pay for everyone. If it's my turn to buy and there's 3 of us, I'll just pay for Brand.
Cheap ass.
I'm balling on a budget.
Yeah.
Anyways, so food. Why don't people cook? I think
We're
we
lazy.
summed it up in the conversations we had about all ordering
Lazy
food.
bastards.
Yeah, just because people want to spend time watching TV and just draining their brains of activity. And a lot of people do like to cook. Like, I think just the majority of people who are on the internet and ask those questions are the ones that don't cook because they spend too much time on the internet.
Yeah, that's my problem.
Yep. Okay, so what's question number 2 there?
There's your answer, Shay. Or Shy.
Shy.
However you pronounce it, I'm still not sure. I'm sorry.
Shy.
What?
Shy. Shy.
Shay. I think it's Shay.
S-H-A-I.
S-H-A-I.
Okay, stop. Copyright.
You weren't even close to
I could probably do the whole thing.
I was thinking, I don't know if I want to say this on podcast.
Numa Numa was one of the first viral videos I ever watched.
Yeah, me too. But I was thinking of bringing the guitar in here. Brandon and I have come up with some really good renditions of songs.
That's my cover of Fancy.
It was another night you were here. It was me, Luke, and Lisa. It was after we did the podcast.
Yeah.
We were sitting around. Lisa and I don't know if you. I don't.
Well,
I
I'm
can't
sure
speak for
Lisa
you.
was.
Of course, Lisa was. So she had like her first drink. She was like, "I'm drunk right now" on the podcast. Like,
Yeah.
Lisa.
I hope she listens to this.
Yeah, Lisa. What's up, girl? No, I brought the guitar and Luke was. This is all recorded, right?
I think so. Yeah.
You have to go through all that footage one day. But yeah, I was playing. I think I played like Taylor Swift at like 3 a.m. like the regulars. Like the songs are really easy to play. And I was like every time she's like, and that was fancy.
That was my cover of Fancy.
Yeah, I was fancy. It sounds really stupid now, but it was really funny
It
at
was
the time.
fucking hilarious.
But I was thinking of bringing the guitar. Yeah, we did a spoken word version of Taylor Swift's newest song. Yeah, we did that.
That fucking video.
I love
it.
video.
It is the whitest thing in the world, and it is amazing.
I live for that.
I bet you
I
do.
stand for Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
She is my queen.
I love Taylor Swift.
Queen.
Personally, I don't listen to music. Like, it's just not my genre. But I fucking love Taylor Swift.
She is my.
Nobody
everything.
does the awkward white girl as best as she does.
I like her at all the award shows. Like, what was the VMAs the other night?
Yeah,
Did you
did
see
you
her?
watch her performance when she
I
was?
didn't watch
It was the
hers,
climax of the song, and she was about. There was like a big. She was standing on a neon sign that said 1989. That's her new album. Comes out October 29th. Go pick it up. Love you, Taylor. And she's standing on top of it, and it like gets to the climax, and she's ready to jump, and like all the backup dancers are ready to catch her. She's like, "Yeah, no, you screw this." Like middle song, she's like, "No, I'm not doing it." You know, this VMAs, I'm not freaking hurting myself here. She goes, you hear her like walking down the stairs, like breathing, like she's like, someone already got bit by a snake for this stupid show. I'm not hurting myself. She like walks out in front of the sign, stands there. She's like, one second, puts her hand up, she's like. Okay, and then she starts, and she like does like the end of the song. It was
amazing.
The most perfect thing. You have to look it up. Like
one of my favorite things that I saw her do was might have been last year's VMAs or the Grammys or something like that. It was like Kendrick Lamar was on stage doing his song, and the camera pans to Taylor
that was
Swift.
Kendrick Lamar and doing Radioactive with Imagine
Yeah,
Dragons.
she's just like doing like the white girl like rap dance. Just
yeah,
it was the greatest thing I've ever seen. I
Taylor
have.
Swift.
Yeah, like I know a guy online who's like the biggest T Swift fan. And
Do you want me to rival him right now? No. Who is this guy?
It's you.
No, his name's Jelly, and I don't think he could.
Jelly?
That's his.
Yeah,
like,
his
online.
name's Jelly because he's jelly of how obsessed I am with Taylor Swift.
Yeah, that's his handle, and I don't think you could beat him.
No, I
honestly
think
don't.
you underestimate me.
You
here.
underestimate.
This is just turning a podcast episode right now. Let's get him on. Let's have it Swift off. I'm serious. Like, as degrading as it sounds right now, just wait. I have way more degrading things I want to get into about myself, but no one gets between me and Taylor Swift. Ain't no jelly, ain't no jam. Anyways,
All right, I'll pitch it to him if you want.
yeah, I'm serious. I'll
All
have
right.
Taylor Swift off. Like,
I don't even know what that means.
Anyways,
Okay. Do we have any, was that a question? What? How did we get into Taylor Swift? Oh, we're talking about guitar. No. What was the next question? Or was it?
This one might be a little too deep for today's mood. Are video games art? I think that's a little too heavy for today. But let's go anyways.
Yes.
Next question.
Honestly,
Yeah,
I,
man.
I do think so.
Yeah, no, it's a good topic. It's kind of one of those ones that will probably take up like 25 minutes of the podcast, but no. Yes, very much so. The same way music and movies are art, video games are interactive art.
That's the thing. It's like an emergent art form. Like people don't think it's like there's a lot of people who don't think it's art just because it hasn't been around as long. Really, video games have only
But
like,
those people are ignorant. You're
really like
ignorant.
video games have only been a part of like the public eye since like the 80s,
Mhm.
late 80s, early 90s, and yeah, like they've been subject to a lot of controversy over the years. So there are a lot of people who think they're just it's just a dumb game, when like really it's like especially these days like with technology and stuff, they're interactive films.
Mhm.
So they are I think they are subject to the same kind
think-
of level of art.
Yeah, video games are considered all art the same way all music is considered art. I mean
Yeah.
that by you have Stairway to Heaven, which is just like one of the most like
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe
Yeah,
it. You know, Stairway to
on
Heaven-
one end you have Stairway to Heaven.
Which
on
is
the
the
other
most
hand
thought
you
of-
have the thong song.
I was gonna say Anaconda by Nicki Minaj. I was gonna get a little
that
more,
one too.
Well,
Holy
gonna
shit.
Don't want none unless you got buns, hun.
Uh,
Oh my god. Look at
double
her
up.
butt.
Uh.
Oh my god. Look at her. Anyways.
Mm.
Yeah, now between Stairway to Heaven and Anaconda, we start singing Anaconda. No, but it's the same.
I don't
like,
think any of us could sing Stairway to Heaven. I don't think any of us could pull it off.
No.
No, not even close.
Don't even try.
I think it's some of it's more art than others. Some of it's like I don't know.
It's all a level of like how it takes.
I think
itself.
if you can call Stairway to Heaven art, you have to call Anaconda art because it's both. Again, there's different levels of art. Anaconda is literally
pretty
sampling an already
Yeah.
terrible song.
That's the thing. Even with what people consider art, there's a different level of
Exactly.
seriousness. There's
Mona Lisa
versus Dadaism. Dadaism is.
Wait, did that pick up on camera?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go for a small history lesson. I'm not an expert. By no means an expert. I just kind of know.
Is that what you
of
went
it.
to school for? Dadaism?
Dadaism. It's an art form that emerged shortly after World War II. I want to say, in France and I think France.
I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt you. Is Dadaism a card on Cards Against Humanity?
No.
I don't need no.
You can make it one.
It's
Yeah.
basically the idea of destroying something beautiful.
Okay.
It's like people like rebel. Like I think the reasoning of why it emerged was like after people saw like the horrors that emerged through like World War II. It was like an idea of like everything, like the world is a fucked up place. It's like it makes no sense, so that they kind of conveyed that through their art. Just to give you kind of like an something to relate.
You think
to.
of me when you think of...
No, just to give you guys like a sort of a concept to relate to. I saw a video that compared that basically said that the movie Freddy Got Fingered is like modern Dadaism.
I've never seen that movie.
It's
Is it the same Freddy that owns Freddy's?
I
no
believe so.
Yeah,
Right? Am I correct?
Tom Green.
Oh,
yeah,
that I've
movie,
heard of
yeah,
that
like,
movie.
yeah, how it's like it's just so like it's completely fucking random. Nothing makes sense. It's all just like it's bad for the sake of being bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Which I think is kind of Anaconda.
It is Anaconda. Except, like, it's one of those songs, I don't know. But, anyways, back to the video game. Anyways, comparing that, it's like comparing Final Fantasy VII, which is a work of art and the best game in the world, and if anyone says otherwise, they can go suck a dick, compared to Call of Duty Ghost. Like, I think Call of Duty is... I'm bashing Call of Duty this episode, but...
Personally, I didn't think Ghost was a bad game.
I'm just saying Ghost because that's one of many Call of Duties that are very,
Modern
very
Warfare
similar.
3 is the one that I'll say is the one that made no goddamn sense. That I don't. It takes a lot to get me angry, or like a lot to like for me to call out something. Like I am like I do have a good appreciation of art. I think I have a good handle of like what deserves criticism in games and stuff like that. But the thing is, I'm still a person that can shut off my brain. I can enjoy stupid movies. I can enjoy stupid games.
Flappy Bird.
Like I just I like for
Five Nights at Freddy's.
like a lot of
See,
things.
actually, for the record, that game I think is very creative, and the way
absolutely.
it's
an extremely creative game. Not so much for like its technical design, but like for its like
concept.
In as game
how it
design,
envelops you.
Yeah, as game design, like as an exercise in game design, it's a very clever game. The thing is, like there's a lot of movies and stuff where like movies and like games and stories and stuff where I people like I go online and read what people think about it. It's like, oh, I hated this. This was the stupidest thing ever. And I'm just sitting there like I didn't mind that. Like that's something that didn't bother me at all. Modern Warfare 3 bothered the shit out of me. It's the one game like I don't know why, but I still played it to the end. I still played the campaign all the way through. The entire time I was saying, why the fuck? Why the fuck is this happening? Why the fuck did that person do that? That makes no goddamn sense.
I can't really think. I'm just trying to think of a game that I was really critical while I was playing it. I don't know. I never really finished games through.
The thing that got me about Modern Warfare 3, probably the biggest thing, is that like the story of like the Modern Warfare series is that like Russia there's like a big conspiracy thing and like Russia invades the US. Like Modern Warfare 2, they do a full-scale invasion of the US. That fails, so they withdraw, and in Modern Warfare 3 immediately invade Europe. All of it. Simultaneously. That makes no goddamn sense. The entire planet couldn't invade Europe at the same time.
Yeah, I agree with that point. I was like, "Where's Europe on the map again?" I'm kidding.
This is what I have to deal with.
Yeah,
people.
is that? No, that's Australia. Is Australia underneath the United States? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I had to make sure.
You just gave me your jaw just dropped right now. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, yes, it is all art. It varies on what level of art it is. Yeah. More questions?
Yeah, that was Dave's question. Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, Dave. Homie G Dave.
And the final question I've got, and I might have more. I just got to refresh the page.
I didn't even bother asking this time.
This is a good one, actually. This is from Yes Civilization.
Yes.
Did you have any moments in school that you will never forget? Tell stories.
How does one moment? It's kind of one of those stupid moments. It's just
all your moments are stupid.
Yeah, that's weird. It just epitomizes me as a person and my naivete and my horrible sense of humor. But this isn't even my like best moment, but this is just one that always comes to mind. I think it was like grade 11 or 12. We were sitting in the hallway and like the table. No, it was grade 12 because we were sitting at the grade 12 table.
Ooh.
Remember the grade 12 table?
Yes.
And we were sitting there and we were reading the like school newspaper, whatever. And it was near Christmas time, and they had a little like a list of what students wanted for Christmas. Their dream Christmas gift, right? It was this one. I don't remember. It was like some girl. It was. I don't remember who it was. If it was, I would just say their name but I don't remember, so I'm not gonna say the name. I don't know. I had to clarify that. Sorry. But it was. I want a '69 Shelby Mustang. First thing I said, who is Shelby Mustang? And I said it out loud, not even realizing. Like I didn't say this as a joke. I honestly was like, who's Shelby Mustang? Because I was like,
did she go to school?
I know is her last name Mustang? I was like, totally over my head until everyone like looked at me and like, I was like, yeah, that's definitely not my.
So Kenny's not really into cars.
That is amazing.
Yeah,
it's like the best thing I've ever heard.
I think just wait till you get to my other story I have to tell. I'm just trying to think. Best moment in school. Anything to do with Mrs. Wentz, who was the best substitute teacher in the whole wide world. Feeble little old lady.
I think she was 120 years old.
You can never figure that. I swear, her skin was so wrinkly, but it was like the finest leather like money could buy. Like it had such a shine to it.
Lens was amazing.
I miss her. If we can never find, if she's still alive, we should have her
Oh,
on the
she'll be alive.
podcast.
Yes.
She's probably still substituting.
Probably.
I should ask my mom. She could find out.
His mom's a teacher. I think we covered that already. But I'm just trying to think the other best moment. I have a lot of bad moments, or I guess no, this is the most memorable or thing you think of most.
Yeah.
I got pulled over in the student parking lot and got a ticket by a cop.
What?
So I sped into the school. I was speeding through the school zone. I parked, and the cop like came to me, getting ready. I was getting ready for school, and all the other students were like walking by, like staring at me, laughing. I was like, the cop was like writing me this ticket,
And not because he was getting pulled over, just because everyone always laughed at him.
yeah, they actually didn't even see the cop.
Yeah.
But God, now I'm just trying to think like high school.
Why? Because you were so eager to get to school that day, you just.
So Miss Lynch was the best substitute. Who would you say was the worst?
I can't remember.
I already know.
Again, contact Brant. He went to high school with us. He graduated a year before, so he's. Okay, we didn't mention that.
Oh, yeah.
Usually we give context on how we know the person. We just
Yeah.
breeze
They
over
just know
you.
me.
Yeah. A worst substitute. I'm just trying to think who the substitute. I know there. What was the one Mrs. Like she reminded me of Miss Chokes on Dick from South Park. She was like, she was a gym teacher. She was like really manly.
Mrs.
No, don't say that. She was not a substitute.
Was there a Mrs. Corning?
Yeah, that might have been it.
Glasses?
Yeah.
Very grumpy and angry all the time.
Yes, her. I
Yeah.
don't. I can't picture it now, but yes, that sounds right.
Short hair. You know?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. I think that sounds familiar. I think that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Of.
yeah.
Why? Who's yours?
I can't remember her name. The really large ex-military one.
That was when. That's when
the
I'm
one?
thinking of.
That's the one.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
the one that would.
Yeah, not Miss Corn. The ex-military one. That's one.
The one that would rest her bodily mass on your desk.
Yes, and then there's Mr. Gamage,
Mr.
What?
Damage.
who I felt terrible because it took him like. I have to say, it
Was that the one with all the awesome stories?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
but
guy was awesome.
he was so.
I never learned shit in his class because he wouldn't actually teach anything. He would just tell old war stories.
He didn't intend to teach when he came to
Oh,
class.
Yeah.
No, my least favorite teacher, which this I'm sorry if you listen to this, Miss Penner. I did not like Miss Penner. She made me cry in kindergarten
I
because
never-
she told me
Who's Mrs. Penner?
Mrs. Penner. She was the one who always she'd come into class and instead of teaching you, she'd read excerpts or bits of her book for her book, Tales from Nordegg, which is where she's from.
I didn't come here with grade 4, so maybe I don't know.
No, she was from kindergarten to grade 12.
Was
but-
she an art teacher?
I'm snapping at you, Connor, blonde hair.
Oh, yeah. She's
His
dead.
grandma.
She's dead now.
She's not dead.
I thought you said she was.
No, she's not dead.
Someone said she was, I think.
Was she dead? Am I talking poorly of the deceased?
Jesus.
Wow, Kenny. You're a real dick.
Anyways, continue.
She
Continue talking.
she's the best.
Continue talking ill of the deceased, please.
Is she actually dead? She can't be dead.
I thought someone said that.
I don't
Maybe
know.
I'm wrong. I don't know.
I don't think she's dead.
I don't
If
think
you're
so.
listening to this, sorry. I guess you're not dead.
She could be in the room with us right now. That's who we heard upstairs.
That's
She's probably coming here. Anyways, no, kindergarten. She asked my name. I said, my name's Kenny Deline here. And she says, no, that's Delenier. I was like, no, bitch.
Whoa.
It's Deline here. She's like, no, trust me. I know Dutch.
You know.
I don't know what I am. She's like, I know. And it's pronounced Delenier. And I got really upset. And it got to the point where my parents had to come in and talk to
I think
her.
I remember that.
My parents had to come in and talk
Oh
to her.
my
My
God.
parents got in an argument over it, how to pronounce our last name.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man, that was
and
my
you guys are
parents.
proven wrong, obviously, and now you have a.
No, since that point, my last
Yeah.
name has now been pronounced differently. No,
Yeah.
my parents despised her for that reason. Like it was, oh,
God damn.
who's the, no, that's not. I'm not gonna say that. I'm a terrible person.
Your least favorite, like, real teacher?
No.
That's still alive.
I was gonna make a dead joke, but she's not dead. She's not dead. She's not dead.
She might be though.
She might
We don't know for sure.
Who was the name of that substitute teacher who would always go into his van at lunch and get high and come back and just sit there? The one who looked like
What?
Santa Claus.
Do not know.
Yeah. No, I thought
Mr.
you
Wright. Mr. Wright.
I thought you have a brown truck.
I don't know what
No,
he
maybe
drove.
no, it was a van.
I don't
It was
think I
Mr.
remember
Wright,
this
though.
teacher.
Yeah,
He was cool. He just sat there and he'd listen to the students. He'd just sit there laughing.
I don't think I remember this one.
Yeah.
Great big white beard.
Looked like Santa, like high
Maybe.
Santa.
I don't
I
know.
think it was later.
I
when
never
we-
paid attention
when
to school,
later
dude.
grades. Oh,
I barely remember the actual.
I don't remember
teachers
you
we had.
being like in our school. Like, no offense. I don't. Was I ever
That's
in
the thing.
class-
I don't think we shared many classes. I think like
No, like we never even talked to each other.
no.
No,
That's the
we'll figure
hilarious.
out-
that's because Kenny was in the special needs class all
Yeah.
the time. So
Yeah.
Funny story. We'll get into the first time I ever met Brant because I think it's so funny the way he was back then versus the way he is now. Because now he's just an obnoxious asshole. Okay.
No
I'm not saying you're the only one, but I'm saying you are.
We're all obnoxious assholes.
We met in shop class. And you were the most like quiet. I've said this story so many times, but you was the most quiet, like shy person ever. And you would always just kind of hang out with me and this other obnoxious. I keep forgetting anyone can listen to this.
Yeah.
This other girl that we went to class with. And
Okay.
you're so.
I want to know now.
I'll tell you after the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, just kind of hang out with us. And you're the most quiet person ever. I don't know when exactly it happened, but all of a sudden we started working together.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden you just stopped being quiet and you turned into this like raging alcoholic.
I wonder when the turning point of that was.
it was grade 5, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. I'll just tap my mic. Yeah, so I can't think of any other.
Well, the reason I was so quiet because I didn't want to talk to you guys because you guys were weird.
We were so weird.
I mean, if it was my friends in them, then I'd talk to them all day. But it was always these two losers in this class. And
Yeah,
I was just
yeah.
like, and they would
I
talk to me,
sympathize.
and I have to have a conversation with them.
Yeah, I was just wondering if we had all those friends, where were they? Brant's taking
This guy's-
shop. Oh, we're gonna take gym actually. Sorry, Brant.
Actually, I think maybe that's what it was. I didn't take gym in grade 11, 12.
I
I
took
didn't
gym in
take
grade
band
11.
either. So
I didn't. I never. I took.
I pretty much dropped out all of the electives.
Maybe that's why I never saw it. I dropped out of the band the year we were going to Disneyland.
I had art and computers.
Just in principle and how much I hated how that class was ran. I was like, you know what? I'm giving up goddamn Disneyland because I hate this class so much.
What band?
Yeah, it was just the most unorganized, chaotic mess
Yep.
of kids who just wanted to go to frickin' Disneyland.
I love music, but I just hated band class.
Yeah, me too.
I would just sit in the back and play my bass all class.
I
And be like,
drummed.
okay, we'll work on the clarinets for a while. Okay, now the flutes.
And the thing about
trombones.
I was in
okay.
I
percussion.
never got the instrument I wanted to either.
What'd you want to do?
I can't even remember,
The
but
didgeridoo?
I was stuck with trombone and trumpet.
Oh, I was in percussion. In percussion, there's only
course
so
you
many
were.
drums on each one. So half the you know how she focused
the
on
easiest
specific
one.
sections. Take that, but then in percussion, you had to switch people. So I spent the majority sitting
remember
against the
that,
back
yeah.
wall, like sitting there, like talking to whoever it was, and
Playing bass.
yeah, pretty much.
That's why I think that's one of the ones I always wanted to do because I was like, that's the slacker section. I want to be there.
I started in bass, and I didn't really like it. And then, but my
I remember
moment,
I got to play bass for one class.
my moment to shine was when she let me play piano. I think we did 3 songs, and I was the only one on piano for it. I was like, this is my moment.
Yeah,
No, best part of the band was when we went to Camp Caroline, which was
that was a good time.
that was a good time.
Yeah.
Were you in that? Were you at Camp Caroline? Luke?
Nope.
No. Anyways,
So because I was never really in band class, one thing I've always wondered, are you aware of like the stereotype of band kids?
yeah, I know. I didn't realize that until after I quit band. I was like, bands for nerds. Like, that's where all the cool kids went because they could go to Disneyland. I
No,
was like,
I'm not talking about the cool kid part.
no, I know. I'm talking about the like American Pie depiction of band camp.
Yeah. How all of like band kids are like sex crazed.
Well, I think it was like grade 11 and 12. That's when you could drop out and all the
Yeah.
cool kids
Yeah, left.
left and went to gym.
I dropped out. I was in gym all throughout school except grade 12. I switched it for art.
Yeah,
I
I
loved
was-
art. I
Yeah,
loved art class.
Fucking art and computers. Those are the 2 electives I took, and I love those classes because I did not have to try. I knew more than the teachers.
Yeah, not me.
Dude,
Okay, anyway, we're getting to the point, and I feel like I've put on. I want to just tell this story because I don't know.
sure you don't want me to drag it on a little longer? Because I've got a few things. I still haven't told my most memorable thing.
Oh, we're gonna get into. Oh yeah. I was the only one who answered that. Okay.
Yeah,
you guys go ahead.
Okay. How about actually? Do you have anything for that?
My most memorable moment was when I made my one teacher go to anger management class.
Which teacher, Mr. Ronick?
Yeah.
He loved me so much.
He didn't love me so much. And we were reading Lord of the Flies. So we were just talking about that book one day or something, and I made a comment to Rachel and Jasmine were sitting behind me, and they laughed. Mr. Owens like, "You got something to say?" I'm like, "No, sorry." No. If you got something important to say, stand up and say it. I'm like, "No, sorry." And then he freaked out, and he threw papers on the desk. He's like, "Fine, you guys do it yourself."
That day was like infamous.
Yeah.
That story went around high school for so many years.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were the one that started.
Yeah, me neither.
Such a
Like,
shit friend.
Mr. Roddick, I don't know. Like, I liked him as a teacher, but if he didn't like you, he let you know it.
Oh yeah.
He loved me. Anyways, continue.
So he slammed the door and he's throwing water bottles around his classroom, and
Jesus.
we're all just sitting there like, oh, shit. And I felt like crap, right? Because now we don't get any help from him. We got to do it all ourselves. And
I remember that happening with 2 other teachers. One was
don't say it. I miss what's the bitch's name? Miss Marchuk.
Marchuk.
Yeah.
Marchuk was one.
I made her cry.
Marnie.
Marnie Marchuk.
Was it her or it might have been one of the subs that we made swear?
Mr. Ronick always swore. So I just want to clarify that he had me as a Facebook friend like when I was in grade 12.
I think I did too.
No, he didn't. He only added me.
Really?
Fuck off, hater. You're just jealous.
I had somebody.
Hey.
But
Just a sample.
Actually knows more. Hate's gonna hate. Hate. We'll get into that.
yeah, Miss Marchuk. She was one. I think it was. Do you remember Carter Hansen?
Yep.
I think it was.
Hated. Yeah, I know.
Jesus Christ. I think it was his class that made her leave for a year, and then like we had her for a year, and then she was gone after that.
Yeah, I made her cry several times.
I was in Carter's class, so
yeah,
I remember that. I think him and Logan Bass made her cry too. I think
I'm such an opinionated person. Like
you are.
Kenny doesn't like anyone, and that's why no one likes Kenny.
Thank you. Just
putting that out there.
The other one was, I think she was a sub teacher.
Feet are so cold and sweaty.
I can't remember her name. I think it had the word ham in it.
Mrs. Ham. I love Mrs. Ham, especially around Christmas time.
But
Christmas Mrs. Ham was the best.
I just remember that like during
every time she walked into the classroom, it smelled so good. I'm having ham for lunch.
But I just remember one class. I can't remember what class it was. It might have been French class or something.
Ugh.
I remember it was down in that little room where like French class was. Yeah,
Miss Eaton. Oh no, that's not. Goddamn. We have to have an episode just talking about
our teachers, and then not post this on Facebook so that there's no way that any of them can find it.
To Mr. Ronick, because Ronick and I, Roan Dog and I, we tight. Actually, I don't know first. Yeah, we are still friends on Facebook.
But fucking, I just remember like it was in one of my classes that it was just so rowdy because it was like Dylan, like Matt, and all them in that class.
Oh, so you were in the stupid class?
I guess. but
yeah, like this.
She just she had enough, and like she just started like yelling at us and like started like swearing, and like I was just sitting there like, whoa, I've just been sitting here just being quiet. Holy shit, what is going on right now?
Yeah.
It was hilarious. Like, because like she left the room, the entire class just burst out laughing. I think I might have been in that class.
Yeah.
Oh, you were in the stupid class?
I was in the stupid class, I think, 1 year. 1 year I was in the really smart class, and then the next year...
Then they're like, yeah, Kenny's not suitable for the really smart class. And that was in grade 5.
They told my parents that maybe you should just homeschool.
Socially awkward.
Okay, well, what was that your favorite moment?
No, my favorite moment, like the most memorable moment.
Was it when your mom was a teacher?
Well, I mean, she's still a teacher.
No, which was our teacher.
No. My most memorable moment, I think, the one that I just...
Does your mom listen to these podcasts?
Yes. I don't think so. Like, I've told her about it. She knows about it. I don't think she's actually sat through an episode.
Okay.
So don't badmouth her, all right?
No, I'm just wondering. Okay.
It's one that I don't think I'll ever forget. It's just probably one of the weirdest things I've ever seen was Chase deep-throating the banana at lunchtime.
Yes. I remember that.
That was the weirdest... That was just the weirdest thing. I remember, like, It was like he was doing it because everybody was like dropping in like $10 or something. It was like
he made
I'll
so
give you
much money.
$5 if you
He
do
made bank.
like that's the thing. I think he was promised like $150 or something like
I'm
that.
sure he got more than $150.
No.
People were throwing like 10s.
No, dude. There's a lot of
You
people
don't
who
even
backed
get
out.
paid.
Oh, he didn't?
I said you don't even get paid.
Yeah, I'm. One of the reasons I remember that is because I remember a lot of people backed the fuck out once he actually did it. Like he did not get like the money he was promised, which is hilarious to me. And then I just remember him like red face trying to like shove that thing in there, and like one of the fucking like teachers as it comes up is like
you're giving the illusion that we didn't have any real teacher. We just had substitutes constantly.
yeah.
No, I remember that one of the teachers came and was like, "What?" Like,
yeah, like what is going on? And like did he get suspended or just a detention?
That's exactly what it looks like. Yeah.
yeah.
And so he was like,
yeah. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Speaking of deep throating bananas, it's a horrible segue.
Got a story to tell, do you?
Yeah, because we're getting almost to the near the end point here, and I don't know. I contemplate telling the story. It's just I don't know. We're desperate here on this podcast. So last weekend, as our listeners,
we're not gonna take a break, are we? Because I got a rock mad piss.
We're getting pretty close to the end here. Can you hold it?
I don't know.
Well, we have like 15. Can you wait 15 minutes?
I really wouldn't want to.
Okay, guys, we're gonna take a short intermission here. We'll be right back, and we'll
you can hold it.
We'll tell this story right here
for a while.
No, yeah, we'll take it. We'll take a break. This is like the final, like the big ending.
How about we just wrap it up right now if we're gonna fucking wrap it up?
Excuse me, I want to tell my story.
Fine, I'll hold it. Go. Hurry up. Talk fast.
It was the last week. No,
have an empty bottle in here.
No, last weekend.
You're gonna spew in this.
As our listeners know, we recorded on Thursday because I was away, and I went and met up with some friends that I hadn't seen for a little while. And we went out and we went camping and stuff. And Saturday night, I did something that I didn't think I would ever do, and I'm not necessarily condoning it, but I was I'm going to be honest and say I was at the point of doing it, I was at a very drunken state. I was pretty sure I was at that point 3/4 through the bottle of vodka I drank.
Jesus.
And there was one of them had MDMA, which if you don't know, it's a pure form of ecstasy. It's ecstasy without all the bad stuff in it. Well, like still bad, but like all the chemicals and all the like the mixed stuff. You're looking so much pain right now.
It'll go away in a bit. Just keep going.
And so at my drunken stupor, I was like, you know what? Sure, and why not? And to clarify, at this point, we were in a very controlled environment. It was, I was among people I trusted and stuff. So just, I'm not going to say don't do drugs, kids, but if you do experiment with anything like that, make sure you do it smart. Like, I'm not going to like preach and be like, guys, don't do drugs. Drugs are bad, okay? Like all that. Yeah. No, that's stupid. Go ahead. If you want to do it, deal with consequences. Make sure you do it safely and whatever. It's your life, not mine. I don't care. I'm not held responsible. But so I took 2 hits of it, and immediately I have to admit, has anyone, I know you haven't, have you ever dabbled in anything like that, Luke?
Not anything like that, no.
No, okay. It complements well with alcohol. It's like wine and cheese. They just work off each other very well, because I had the drunkenness, but I also kept coherent and alert. And I was told that when you do MDMA is you will get really into whatever you like whatever you enjoy doing, you'll want to do it really bad.
Yeah.
So needless to say, I pulled out my guitar, just drunkenly stumbling around the campsite. Like, and we were in a camp. We were in the middle of the bush.
Bursting out into Wonderwall.
We're Taylor Swift, even worse. Like, we were in the middle of nowhere. We were in the bush, so no one could hear us. We didn't have to worry about noise. We had music cranked. And I was just rocking the guitar like nothing else. Like, my friend she was next to me playing the banjo. We also had a didgeridoo out there.
Jesus Christ.
So we had the didgeridoo.
That's quite the hippie commune you got.
It was such a hippie fest. It was so much fun. But
Jesus.
Yeah. So we did that, and I was just rocking the guitar. Like, I'm surprised I didn't break strings constantly, but. And then I also got the urge to start phoning people. Mm-hmm. Grant, he was smart and didn't pick up his phone.
Yeah.
But I just got so chatty, like more chatty. Like, I think of it was like me, like tripled, like in like obnoxiousness and annoyingness. annoyingness.
I probably would have punched you in the face.
You would have probably punched me in the face. I don't know. I actually kept to my. I was pretty like doing my own thing the whole night. Like I was in my own world. But I think the highlight of the night, and I think this was more the alcohol than the drugs at this point. I think it was completely the alcohol because I finished a bottle of vodka that night. My vodka cran with a splash of orange juice. And yeah, the low point. Well, at 2 o'clock in the morning, I hit a wall. I was like, hey, you know what, guys? I have to go to bed because I'm tired. So I crawled into my car or my SUV. I had a like mattress in there, and I had a makeshift little tent and get in there. And I was laying there for a few minutes. I was like, fuck, like I have to piss really bad. Like you know that piss when you get in bed. You always have to, you know when you have to pee really, really,
yes,
really bad, and it just burns. And it's always worse when you're laying in bed, and you know it's a bitch to get up because you have to get up, you have to find your shoes, you have to crawl out. So I did that, and I kind of walk around, and I was luckily on the side of my car that the people weren't on. And I was like peeing. I was like, you know what? I have to puke right now, without hesitation, without anything, while peeing. I then projectile vomited at the same time.
It was like a double rainbow.
It was like a perfect double stream. It was like just perfect arcs. Like it was like I'm pretty sure the moon casted the most beautiful light on it. But
Jesus,
it was the most.
You wishing you got that on camera?
It was the most. I felt like the lowest point of my life, but I was so proud of myself for it. I went to bed with the biggest smile. I was like, dude, I just did that.
Dude,
like,
I'm proud for you.
Like it was one of those things. I was like, I can't believe. I thought like the next day I was like so embarrassed. I was like, please, no one heard me. I'm sure. I was so quiet. I was like, I'm sure I'm so subtle. No one heard me get out. I'm sure from their angle they're sitting around the fire with like no music. It was all you
door open.
I would be surprised one that actually like was staring at me while I was doing it. But I was like, I crawled back.
You should ask him.
No one's ever gonna. Yeah, I never did. Because next morning I was like, I didn't even mention anything like that. I was like, yeah, I had an alright night and stuff, but I thought I was like, I have to share that. Like it's just, and I don't think it had anything to do with the actual MDMA. Like I don't know, maybe it gave me the inspiration to fulfill that dream of mine to urinate and.
Should have took a selfie.
I'd apologize next day for all the Snapchats I took. Like, and the worst part is
I'm glad I don't have you on Snapchat then.
No, you want to have me on Snapchat. It was pitch black, so all the Snapchats were like. I think I had my. I just remember this now. At one point, we were just dancing to music, and I downloaded. Actually, I think I still have it on my phone here. I downloaded. Where is it? Do I still have it? Yep, an LED strobe flashlight app. So you can just picture that image in your head.
Strobe lights and MDMA. A match made
it was a blast. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm not saying like that's my thing now. Like I did it, you know. Maybe I'll do it again one day. I don't know, but it was a lot of fun. And I thought about maybe I shouldn't share it because I don't know. I think I phoned my dad. Like as soon as I did, it's like, Dad, you won't believe what I just did. But yeah, it was. That's my word of advice: is if you ever want to try something, make sure you're in a safe location and you understand the consequences.
Not in the middle of the woods, in the middle of nowhere.
That was the best place I could have done it because no matter
he could only hurt himself.
And I think actually, I don't think I would ever do it in a public place because I got really like I wouldn't say angry, but every time we heard noises, I got really pumped up and I was like, "Who's out there?" Like, like you know, yeah. So that's that. Advice number one is if you're gonna do something like that, make sure you're in a controlled setting. You understand the consequences. You understand what'll happen. Then it's your own decision. My second advice I learned from that weekend is follow your dreams, because you know you never know when you're gonna be able to urinate and projectile vomit at the same time. And honestly, I could die tomorrow and I'd be a happy man.
I feel like you gained a superpower.
Exactly. Like we were talking about that earlier. It's like having a superpower. So yeah, that's probably my most proudest moment ever, and I'm glad I could share it on this podcast.
Jesus.
I'm gonna hate myself. If this ever picks up and people start listening to this, they can just call me the guy who people are gonna ask me, like they're like, hey, you're the guy do the thing.
You're the puke and pee guy. You're the puke and pee guy.
Puke and pee.
The pee guy.
Puke and pee. Yeah, so
P&P.
that's my story.
That's your thing.
I think on that note,
You're that guy.
we're wrapping up here. I think we're at our hour and a half mark, and I think Brant, I'm starting to see a little puddle forming around your crotch area.
Gets him his coach's leather.
Yeah.
Do you want to pound back the tequila and try and like reenact what I did?
No.
So this is one more segment we do that I totally forgot to think of something for this, but we have at the end of the podcast we each ask everyone the one thing this past week that we've been obsessed with, the thing that's consumed us most and like that we've been enjoying this past week. Usually our guests have a little more leeway because they're not on here every week, but we'll start with Luke. I'll go last this time because I have to think of something. But
all right, mine is I talked about it last time. It was like my obsession last week, but like I think this
you can't
week, like,
duplicate.
Yeah, no, like I'm saying because this week I fucking latched on. Like last week it was like the album Worlds by Porter Robinson. Like last week it was like, oh, I enjoyed it. This is a really cool album. I like listening to it. I have been listening to it pretty much nonstop since then. It's just a really cool album. It's at least with like American like mainstream music, because like Porter Robinson is a fairly mainstream artist. I've never heard it's music that makes you like feel bad for the music,
like Anaconda.
like there's songs that like make you like oh, like this singer is like really sad, like this like it's like holy shit, this song is like sad, like this song has made me feel sad.
Oh.
But like you feel for like the song itself, not like any person.
Does it make you reflect on your own life? Because that's what music is for me.
Not
Anaconda?
I wouldn't say totally. It's something that you really have. It's something you have to listen to like kind of understand what I mean.
Yeah, well, I'll have to just check it out. Well, everyone should check it out.
It's excellent.
Well, we'll add it to that link dump.
Yeah, the log dump, as you call it.
Log dump. Have we done that yet?
No, I still got to work on it.
Yeah, well,
it's a pain in the ass to kind of like go and re-listen to an hour and a half. Of
we should actually start
talking.
the next podcast. We'll just jot down the things we say.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
So don't expect it in this week's, but yeah, check it out.
Worlds by Porter Robinson.
Yeah.
Really hope I didn't just okay. Yeah.
Brant, do you have anything? Or you have to have something. Let's say something.
About what?
Something you've been really into or enjoying the past week or two.
A recent obsession.
Yeah.
Because you're new, it doesn't even have to be over the past week or two. It could be something that like fucking 2 months ago that you've been really into.
Oh, I don't know. I kind of live a boring life. I don't really.
Yeah, so do we. It's okay.
Like we're thinking like music or like anything like
music or movie or
music's just usually an easy one.
Well, I could do music. Like, I guess recently I've been because I listen to just country music.
Yep.
You know,
I love country music too.
And
don't get me wrong.
Recently I've just been listening to like 90s country music.
90s? Like Garth Brooks 90s?
Yeah. Like,
nice.
I'm sure you guys remember the 90s. I know, even though you're young.
Don't even get me started.
Shut up, we're the same age.
But
I'm pretty sure I remember the 90s better than you do.
Why?
I don't know. I was born in 92.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, how old are you?
What? I guess you are older than me.
Because you were older than everyone in school, right? Weren't you?
No.
How old? When's your birthday?
April 93.
Yeah, April what?
28th.
April 8th.
So he's like, oh, you guys are like 4 months younger than me then.
Yeah. Anyways, 90s country.
Yeah, I don't know, because I think the new country is not very country.
Yeah, but
the new country is rap.
Yeah. I look at Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her new
it's kind of a nice break because you've been really into the really old country, and I'm not a fan of the really old country. I dig 90s country though. Like
the really old country is the country that I listen to. Yeah. That I can listen to. Yeah. It's like what I was raised on.
Yeah. That's what I've always listened to, but
switching up.
My last iTunes couple downloads has been 90s country.
Yeah. Good old 90s. My favorite thing this week is MDMA. I'm just so obsessed with it. Like I like that's all I get. No, I'm kidding, guys.
He's Truck's on right bad, now. Okay.
Yeah, that's screw. It's Setbacks and a shot of MDMA. I'm kidding.
That would make it for an interesting.
I have to say, my favorite thing. Again, I didn't really think of this. I guess I'll go for. Nothing really happened this week. That probably I think it's one. It has to be the Five Nights at Freddy's. Just because I'm so like enjoying that, like, and everything around that right now, I'm getting a kick out of it. And the other one I think is gonna be.
We should play it after this.
Yeah, and the other thing I want to play is Cards Against Humanity because I ordered it the other day finally.
Yeah. I want to say this that You ordered it. I do want to order like the actual like real copies, but just because I'm an impatient prick, I went and did the like print off your own thing, and I guess they didn't really understand me properly when I was telling them what to print off. Uh, they printed like it wasn't even like expanded to the borders. Like it had margins. Like it's not the full sheet of paper, but it's like a normal printer sized piece of paper with like 20 cards to a sheet.
Just so you guys know, he's making hand gestures right now to describe the size of the paper. But yeah,
shut up. I swear to God, I'm like part Italian or something. I talk with my hands.
And for the record, they're what, like 1 inch by 1 inch pieces of paper?
They're about 5 centimeters by 5 centimeter cards. It's a travel-sized Cards Against Humanity.
But it works.
It works. It's just a pain in the ass to actually try and like pick up the cards because like, yeah, it's yeah, it's like impossible to pick them up.
Yeah, we're thinking maybe playing around on the podcast if we ran out of things to talk about, but as per usual, running over our time.
Yeah, that's why we're running.
But yeah, I ordered it. I'm excited for it. And I think those probably I don't know. It's been a boring week for me, but those are probably the two things that. When I'm picking up your breathing, I was like, I'm hearing noises out there. I'm free to leave. But yeah, so that's. You're the one who has to edit all this. If it sounds terrible, you have to fix it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's a good wrapping up point, guys. As per usual, we'll do our final thing where we give out our personal information. Can you give it your credit card number?
I don't have my wallet on me.
Oh, that's right. I know. It's
what about your social security number? Social security number. Your phone name, your address.
Do you want to give a shout out for your Twitter? Anything you want to shout out?
Any kind of social media?
No, I try to stay away from social media.
All right, that's cool.
I just watch people on social media. That's
all
I do.
Actually, yeah, most people
until very recently, that's pretty much all I did too.
Yeah, now I'm obsessed with Twitter. Yeah, Twitter. I'm sure, like, if you go to the podcast, you can find all our information. But my Twitter is @KillKenny, and that's one for an I. Because
wow, you're finally remembering what your own Twitter is.
Yeah, for the longest time, I was like, what's my Twitter again? My YouTube channel, if you want to check out, I'm kind of starting to post stuff again, is KendyTV, and pretty much just know those two, and you can figure everything out.
Yeah, my Twitter is Cynical Rainbows. My YouTube is Affectionate Aptitude. Find all this information on our website,
which is the most important thing to know.
Yeah, big-pixels.com.
www. BIG
pixels.com.
Pixels.com. Yes. And our podcast name, of course, Setbacks and Shot of Tequila. You can find us on iTunes. You can go to the website and find ways to listen to this. Check out on YouTube. Personally, my favorite way is on iTunes because as soon as the new podcast gets posted, it automatically gets downloaded onto my device and I can listen to it. Honestly, I'll admit I haven't listened to them yet, but for other podcasts, it's the same thing. As soon as a new one comes down, it automatically gets downloaded and I can listen to it.
Super convenient RSS feed.
Yeah, and
basically all it is.
RSVPSCT. Find out what it means to me. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for
not RSVP CT.
Shut up. Thank you guys for listening, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Is that what I usually say at the end?
Month? I don't know.
Yeah,
you
have
don't
fun.
Like a closing phrase you always say?
I do on my videos. We don't have one
classy San Diego or anything like that, or
go fuck yourself, San Diego.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.